What if I told you that the biggest mystery in wrestling just got solved, and the answer is going to shake the entire WWE universe to its core? What if the man we've been searching for, the shadowy figure lurking in the background of the Royal Rumble, the one person who's been playing mind games with every single superstar on the roster, was hiding in plain sight the entire time? Buckle up, because what you're about to witness is going to change everything you thought you knew about loyalty, betrayal, and the ruthless game of survival in professional wrestling. Before we dive into this absolute bombshell, I need you to do something for me. I need you to be part of the SLAMZONE family, because we're building something special here. We're not just watching wrestling, we're living it, breathing it, feeling every suplex, every near fall, every moment of glory and heartbreak. So right now, hit that subscribe button, smash that notification bell, because when the next earth-shattering moment happens in wrestling, you're going to want to be here with us, together, breaking it down and experiencing the emotion as one family. This channel is your home for the most intense, most passionate wrestling commentary on YouTube, and I promise you, we're just getting started. The Royal Rumble. 30 superstars. One opportunity. One dream. But this year, something felt different from the moment the first competitor's music hit. There was an energy in the arena, an electricity you could cut with a knife. The crowd was on their feet, 50,000 voices roaring as one, and you could see it in the eyes of every wrestler who stepped through that curtain. This wasn't just another Royal Rumble. This was personal. Number 1 and number 2 hit the ring, and immediately the chaos began. Fists flying, bodies colliding against the turnbuckles with sickening thuds that echoed through the stadium. The canvas was already slick with sweat, and we were only 90 seconds in. Every 10 seconds, that countdown clock appeared on the screen, and the anticipation was absolutely suffocating. Who's next? Who's going to change the landscape of this match? 3, 4, 5. The competitors kept coming, each one more determined than the last. Watch the desperation in their movements. See how they cling to those ropes like their lives depend on it, because in a very real way, their careers do depend on it. One foot touches the floor and you're done. Your WrestleMania dreams? Shattered. Your legacy? A footnote in someone else's story. Then it happened. The lights flickered. Just for a second. Just long enough to make everyone in that arena hold their breath. The commentators went silent. You could feel something building, something massive, like a storm gathering on the horizon. The countdown began again. 10, 9, 8, and the crowd started buzzing with nervous energy. They sensed it too. 7, 6, 5, the wrestlers in the ring stopped fighting. They stopped fighting. Think about that. In the middle of the Royal Rumble, where every second counts, where eliminating your opponent is the only thing that matters, they all turned toward the entrance ramp. 4, 3, 2, the music hit, but it wasn't what anyone expected. It was distorted and warped, like someone had taken a familiar theme and twisted it into something darker, something sinister. The entrance ramp was bathed in shadows, and through the smoke, you could see a silhouette. Tall, confident, walking with the kind of swagger that tells you this person knows exactly what they're about to do, and they're going to enjoy every single second of it. The camera zoomed in, and that's when the conspiracy theorists, the Reddit detectives, the Twitter investigators all started losing their minds. Could it be? Is this the mystery man we've been searching for since the post-Christmas attacks? The figure who's been leaving cryptic messages, interfering in matches, making life absolutely miserable for half the roster? But here's where it gets beautiful. Here's where the psychology of professional wrestling reaches an art form. The competitors in the ring? They're not scared. They're angry. You can see it in their faces, in the way their fists clench, in the way they position themselves. They know who this is. They've suspected. And now it's time for answers, delivered in the only language wrestlers truly understand: violence. The mystery figure slides into the ring, and immediately the entire dynamic shifts. Bodies start flying. A clothesline sends one superstar tumbling over the top rope. An uppercut drops another to the canvas. The crowd is absolutely unhinged, chanting, screaming, some fans standing on their chairs to get a better view. This is wrestling at its purest, most chaotic, most beautiful form. Near fall after near fall, elimination attempts that had everyone in the arena gasping. A fan favorite gets lifted up, carried toward the ropes, one leg dangling over the edge, and you can hear the collective intake of breath from 50,000 people. He hooks the ropes with his other foot, pulls himself back in, and the place erupts. That's the kind of moment that gives you goosebumps, that reminds you why we fall in love with this sport in the first place. But the mystery figure? Still masked. Still anonymous. Still wreaking havoc like a tornado made of human muscle and bad intentions. The match continues, more competitors entering, the ring filling up until there's barely room to move. Bodies pressed against bodies, everyone fighting for position, for leverage, for that one perfect opportunity to grab someone's legs and send them careening over the top rope. The exhaustion is starting to show now. You can see it in the way they move, slightly slower, breathing harder, sweat pouring down their faces. And then, in a moment that made my jaw literally drop to the floor, the mystery figure eliminated 3 people in rapid succession. 3. In less than 30 seconds. The crowd went from cheering to stunned silence to absolute pandemonium. Someone's favorite just got thrown out like yesterday's trash. Someone's WrestleMania dreams just ended in the blink of an eye. And the person responsible? Still wearing that mask, still refusing to reveal their identity. The storytelling here is phenomenal because every wrestler who entered after that made a beeline straight for the mystery man. Forget everyone else. Forget strategy. This became personal. This became about justice, about revenge, about making this person pay for weeks of psychological torture and physical attacks. A legendary veteran entered at number 22, and the respect he commanded was immediate. Even in the chaos, even in the heat of battle, wrestlers paused. Just for a heartbeat. Just long enough to acknowledge greatness. And then he pointed directly at the mystery figure, and you knew we were about to witness something special. They circled each other, the entire ring giving them space, creating an impromptu arena within the arena. The strikes they exchanged were stiff, real, the kind that make you wince even through your screen. A suplex. A reversal. A near elimination that had the veteran holding onto the ropes with just his fingertips while the crowd chanted his name, willing him to survive. He pulled himself back in, and the look of pure determination on his face told you everything you needed to know. This wasn't just about winning. This was about unmasking the person who'd been terrorizing the locker room. This was about honor. If you're feeling this energy right now, if you're on the edge of your seat, I need you to hit that like button. Share this video with every wrestling fan you know, because moments like this, stories like this, they need to be celebrated. They need to be analyzed and appreciated. And when you subscribe to SLAMZONE, you're joining a community that understands that wrestling isn't just entertainment. It's passion. It's emotion. It's storytelling at its absolute finest. We're building something special here, and I want you to be part of it. The Final Four. That's where we were heading, and the tension in that building was so thick you could taste it. The mystery figure was still there, still standing, having survived 26 other competitors. The crowd was a sea of raised phones, everyone wanting to capture what happened next, knowing they were witnessing history in real time. Number 30's music hit, and the place went absolutely berserk. A top-tier superstar, someone with legitimate main event credentials, someone who could actually win this entire thing. They rushed to the ring, fresh while everyone else was running on fumes and sheer willpower. The brawl that followed was poetry written in violence. Submission holds attempted in a match where you can't actually submit. Finishers countered. High-risk maneuvers that had the crowd on their feet. And through it all, the mystery figure kept fighting, kept surviving, kept defying the odds. Then it happened. In the chaos of a 4-way elimination attempt, someone grabbed the mask. Just got a handful of fabric and pulled. The arena seemed to freeze. Time stopped. And as that mask came off, as the identity was finally revealed, Grayson Waller. Grayson Waller. The boos that erupted could have powered a small city. The shock on the faces of the other competitors was priceless. The commentators were screaming themselves hoarse. Because this made perfect sense and absolutely no sense at the same time. Waller, the opportunist, the showman, the guy who'd do anything for spotlight and glory. Of course it was him. How did we not see it coming? But the why, the how, the implications for every feud, every alliance, every storyline moving forward? That's going to redefine the entire landscape of WWE for months to come. The final elimination came down to Waller and one other superstar, 2 men on opposite ends of the moral spectrum, exhausted, battered, fighting with everything they had left. The crowd was split, chanting for both, creating a wall of sound that must have been deafening inside that ring. They traded blows. Punches so tired they almost missed. Both men stumbling toward the ropes, teetering on the edge, one foot lifted, caught, reversed, and then, the final elimination. The winners celebrating. The losers staring up at the WrestleMania sign with devastation written across their face. And Grayson Waller, whether he won or not, had already accomplished his goal. He'd inserted himself into the biggest match, the biggest moment, the biggest stage. He'd proven that in wrestling, sometimes the biggest impact comes not from winning, but from being unforgettable. What a moment. What an absolute roller coaster of emotion, drama, and pure wrestling excellence. This is why we do this. This is why SLAMZONE exists. To break down these incredible moments, to celebrate this beautiful, chaotic, emotional sport we love so much. Before you go, I'm asking you one more time, subscribe to this channel. Hit that notification bell. Leave a comment below telling me what you thought of Waller's reveal, whether you saw it coming, what you think happens next. Share this video with your friends, your family, anyone who loves wrestling as much as we do. Because together, we're building the most passionate wrestling community on YouTube, and your support means everything. This has been SLAMZONE, and I'll see you in the next breakdown. Until then, keep the faith, keep the passion, and never stop believing in the magic of wrestling.